What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on iRacing for a brand new piece of content. This is the BMW M2 CSR. The build is just updated within the last couple minutes, just finished being done with its testing procedure or whatever. And we are now back live, so I am giving this a full cold turkey college try. No idea what the car drives like, but we're going to jump into it here at Summit Point, and then we're going to go over to Oschersleben and do the same thing. We're just using the baseline set because there aren't any iRacing open sets or anything like that yet, which is perfectly fine. Just quick look at the page for the setups. We do have dry and wet tires, which was announced, and we have throttle settings for dry and wet tires, which is cool. Stability control, fuel, and it's actually a pretty simple car, so not a lot that goes on. But it is going to have its own rookie class series, and it is going to also be featured in one of the weeks, I think week 9 of Ringmeister. So this is my very first laps, very first thing. Car just came out, so we're going to give it a try, run a couple laps, and I'll come back and give you my feedback as we're loading into the second session. So I'll shut up and figure this out and be back in a couple minutes. It apparently does not stop anywhere near like a car of this performance should. I guess it's more of a street car, but it's quite an understeery thing, but it does have snap oversteer on throttle. I think iRacing announced that this car has like 360 horsepower or something, or maybe it's 460, but oh, it is very understeery and very, it feels heavy. I don't know if it's heavy or not, but it feels very heavy. So we'll keep going. I gotta not try to drive it like anything else and just drive it like this. But it is very understeery for what I was expecting it to be. I guess it was kind of in my mind like a detuned version of the M4 GT4 car we have, but it does not feel like that at all. Again, we are just on the baseline set. I have no idea if the fixed set's going to be better than this, worse than this, or whatever, but very, very understeery. Doesn't really like stopping. Very understeery. I think when we go to Oschersleben, we will try to put in the fixed set and see if that's any different or any better. Very, very understeery. Doesn't feel as heavy as it did initially, but still very, very understeery. There's a lot of snap oversteer on throttle, which is nice. Nice to have a car that just mashing your right foot down actually penalizes you and does something. Definitely can break the rear tires loose for sure, but the front end does not have a lot of feedback on this base set. Very understeery. Then again, when you get on throttle, it does swing around quite nicely, so that's going to be something that all the drivers are going to have to master. We'll do one more lap here, and then we will go hop into Oschersleben. This is roughly, based on my lap time here, again, there's a lot of time to be found, I'm sure, but just for a reference, it seems to be roughly the same pace as the Mustang was around here. Roughly, very, very roughly. We'll see what this lap time is. Hopefully it's a little bit cleaner. But some fast Mustang laps were like 18s, so. Yeah, very interesting. It's a very strange feeling car. It does have a lot understeer, like the BMW GT4. I should say the legacy BMW GT4. I did not purchase the new updated one. Gosh, it just allows. If you miss your entry point or carry a little bit too much entry speed, you just go straight, which is fine. It's just a handling quirk, but 19.2. So yeah, 19.2 is just about the same speed as the Mustang was in PCC. Pretty good looking car though. Definitely a good looking car. I've always liked this era of M2 as a car. Good looking car. Again, we'll take another quick look at the setup options. Nothing too crazy in here. Nothing very intimidating or overpowering. We will try the fixed set at Oschersleben. I think it's under O, Oschersleben, right? Nope, it's under C. I gotta go find it. Okay. Always have this issue. No, what the heck is it called? I swear it was under O. Is it something else? See, now I'm just sitting here. This is a disaster. What the heck is Oschersleben called? Can I search it? Motorsport. I knew it was something that's not I was thinking it was Circuito, like all the Spanish tracks are, but it's Motorsport. All right, we'll see. We will see. We'll get out there. Again, we'll use the fixed set. We will see how that compares to what we just had in the baseline set. This should be a really fun car on paper. I would like to see this in an open set series at some point, just to see what we could do with getting it to handle a little bit better. I would expect to see this in PCC at some point. I think that if we're not going to get a Mustang replacement, like some sort of new Mustang Dark Horse GT4 car or something along those lines, some kind of club race car, I would expect that this is going to be, before too long, replacing the BMW GT4, the legacy car that we have in there now. I expect that was a placeholder for this in hindsight. I didn't know what it was a placeholder for, but obviously it doesn't make a lot of sense to send it to PCC. I mean, PCC at this point is where cars go to die. So we'll see how that plays out. But I would expect this to be in that series before too terribly long, if it does well, if it's successful, and if it's something that they think would fit into that group. It's a little bit slower, obviously, than a GT4 car, so that could be good or bad. But we will go into the iRacing setups. We will try the fixed set just to see what the difference is handling-wise. Maybe it's going to be the same, maybe it's not. But we'll see how it goes. So this is, I assume, going to be the fixed series set that's going to be used in the rookie series. Yeah, it's just so understeer even when you're just leaving the pit lane on cold tires. That's crazy. I mean, it is so... It feels like a bus or a boat. Like, those of you that know GT3 cars, the way that the Mercedes feels compared to, like, one of the mid-engine cars or the Porsche, that's how this feels. Like, it's probably not that bad compared to, like, an actual bus, but it feels like that. It's just, look at that, there's nothing. Front's gone. That is crazy. I don't know what... If this is the fixed set that they're using, it's going to be a mess. I understand that the fixed sets have to be... Oh, I forgot about the new... I got dirt on my wheels. I forgot about the new gravel thing where they drag gravel on the racetrack and such. That's kind of cool. First time I felt that. But anyways... Like, this feels like something that in a fixed series set is going to be really, really unforgiving in terms of understeer. And I totally understand and realize that for a fixed set series, a rookie series, short races, they're going to be, I don't know, 12 or 15 minutes. That has to be a neutral to tight balance feel, just so that everybody can drive it and survive, hopefully. This just seems excessive to me. This just seems like it would not be that much fun. Again, jury's still out. I will run more laps of testing, obviously, as the days and weeks go by, and see if it grows on me, but this is definitely something that in my mind is going to be very difficult to sell to people there. Yeah, I mean, you gotta drag brakes so hard there, it's so slow. And again, open set would be good. You see there in the mirror the new gravel reworkings. I drug all that gravel onto the circuit. This is something in my mind that needs an open series that we can make the car drive better, because this is really, really interesting. Oh, it's so understeer. That's crazy. This fixed set. I hope this is like the baseline fix set, and this isn't what they're going to be using in the official rookie series, but my hopes are not high. Oh my goodness, it's so understeer. Like, I mean, off throttle. It's just crazy. Honestly, this might be worse than what I just drove in the baseline set. I don't know if that's a thing with fuel load or what, but I'm trying to like give it some trail brake just to get that thing to swing around, because we know it can swing on the rear wheels and we can break those loose, but it drives so peculiar. It's just, it's kind of scary, honestly. Oh, it's, look at that, nose gone, waiting on the nose, still waiting on the nose. Now we can go. And it snaps through her tires immediately. That's so crazy. It's not a bad feeling, it's just very... I don't even have a word for it. You know how, excuse me, when you have like a front wheel drive car, a TCR car, the Kia, anything like that, and you're expecting it to kind of be an understeery plow box, like even off throttle, like your really only way to get it to really truly swing like it should is like to have trail brake to drag brakes. This feels like that. It's that understeery on the fixed set. Oh, it's so... I can't even give any other thoughts on it. I mean, it drives fine. It seems to be very planted, very stable. It just has such an understeer balance. You have to brake so early. And it just... You wait on throttle, and then you get back on it to try to get it to swing, and it snaps. It's kind of... It's a very strange feeling car, for sure. We'll do one more lap around here. We'll watch through those first couple of corners, or turn 4, 5, 6, whatever that is, where I spun out on my first lap there. The gravel's still there on the track, and it's still going to kick up dust in the rearview mirror, which is a really, really cool update, and I'm really interested to see how that works out with rejoins and everything else. But yeah, this car is significantly slower around here than the Mustang, which is interesting. Again, of course, day one fix set, there's a lot to learn, a lot to improve on. And maybe it's better with, you know, warm tires or who knows what, but it screams to me understeer, very conservative set. Which, if it's supposed to be like that, fine, not a problem. But, oh my goodness, it's gone. Front's gone. That's crazy. So if this is for you, if this is kind of your cup of tea, slow rear-wheel drive cars with some understeer balance, you know, if you like the understeer bias because it keeps you from spinning out on throttle or entering too hard or anything like that, be my guest. As you see there, all the dust in the rearview mirror. That's very cool touch. I'm excited to explore some of that. I am going to drive this car in probably a funny forecast race for tomorrow video, just to give some more impressions. I'm going to get some more laps in and then come back and do that. But initial impressions on a dry racetrack are that this car screams fixed set, iRacing fixed set. It's a lot like I've talked about with the Mustang Cup sets and the Mustang Challenge, Skip Barber Mustang Challenge. The fixed set for that is so unbelievably conservative and understeery in the dry that it's borderline no fun. And I can't imagine how you're ever going to create a passing opportunity without a mistake in this car, because it just, any corner aggressiveness and the front's gone. So we'll come through and finish this lap, see what the lap time looks like. A little bit slower, just a touch faster. But yeah, that's new content, brand new iRacing content. Excuse me, I'm still apparently sick. Yeah, brand new iRacing content. It's a good looking car. This is just the base paint scheme. Again, I just loaded this up as soon as it was ready to go. It's a pretty car, good looking car, and we'll just have to see what iRacing makes of it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you drop that like, sub down below. Again, I'm going to drive this tomorrow. I'm going to have a league race Thursday, and then kind of a solstice revisit on Friday. So good content coming up, and we'll continue to look at what the new features are for iRacing from the 2025 Season 1 build. But thank you all so much. Again, make sure you drop that like, sub down below for all the upcoming content that we have going on, everything else we do, track days, Camaro content, and of course iRacing pretty much every day. So that's going to be it. Appreciate you all so much. Till next time, as always, bye.